All right, and we are back for our free online training for Google Classroom, for Kahoot, and for Quizziz. Okay, if this is your first time to watch us, if you are just here for our free training, we are studying Guru Pinoy. We are a trusted review center for the LET, for civil service, and for the rest of the entrance exams, the exams and the competitions that you have. We used to have our review center in Iloilo, okay, Iloilo, Philippines at Study Link Review and Tutorial Center. Now we are called Gurong Pinoy International. We're doing everything online. You can watch us on YouTube, and you can also watch us on Facebook through our live streams. And of course, you just need to make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and that you are following our Facebook page. We are striving to help all the LET takers pass the LET, the upcoming LET. No, so every weekend we actually have our live streams for our Gen Ed and Prof Ed discussions. We also have so many videos that can help you pass not just the LET but even the civil service, even your entrance exams. Okay, but tonight our goal, this live stream's goal right now, is the education of the teachers and teachers to be in the use of Google Classroom, of Kahoot, and of Quizziz. Okay, but before I start with anything else, I'd like you to please go or feel the shoes of your students first. We are going to start with this very short game. This is actually a game in Quizziz. We have 15 questions here, and this is about Philippine showbiz trivia. Okay, we only have 15 questions. Now, I will be clicking continue, and you can join this game. Okay, I'd like you to please join this game. You can go to joinmyquiz.com, and if you are asked to enter the code, then the code is there, 246435. Because if you'll be using this as one of your online tools in teaching your students, this is what your students will see, and this is how your students can join your game. So again, that's joinmyquiz.com, and then of course you have your join code, that's 246435. If you're watching us now, make sure that you like our video on YouTube. Okay, also please do react to our video on Facebook. Okay, so meron na po tayong player. Sir Nap B has already joined us. Good evening po sa inyo lahat. Welcome to our free training. All right, again, if you can join the game, go ahead and please join it. Okay, your website is there, joinmyquiz.com, and then your code is 246435. Okay, sayang naubusan daw ng load si Sir Bobby Lintugonan. Okay lang po yan, sir. Okay, so we have Sir Nap B. Meron pa po bang hahabol so that we can start our game? Okay. Okay. Kay Sir Barbosa squad pala yan, sa anak niya, no? All right, si Ma'am Tess. Okay, so we already have two participants, si Sir Barbosa squad and si Ma'am Tess. All right, I'm gonna give you just a few seconds so we can start with the game. Wala din load. Ang daming walang load. Okay, so again, if you are going to use this as an online tool in teaching, ayan na si Ma'am Corazon Manalang, no? This is how your students will see the screen. Okay, if you are asking them to join a quiz, no? So ganyan po yung makikita nila. And of course, you can just tell them to go to joinmyquiz.com, and then there is going to be a code, and that is what they will be using, okay, for them to join the game. Then of course, once they go to that, they will be asked to write their names. Okay, so you have Sir Nino Vincent Rojo, Ma'am Joy Dairit, Ma'am Eliza, Sir Nap, Ma'am Tess, Ma'am Corazon Manalang, and of course, we also have Ma'am Shasha. Okay. All right, so again, that's joinmyquiz.com. Enter code is, your join code is 246435. Okay, we are going to be starting the game in a few minutes. There's 15 questions here. You are given 20 seconds per question. So again, this is just Pinoy showbiz trivia. All right, now for the quizzes, if you are going to be answering the questions po will be found on your screen. Okay? So again, wag niyo po akong titingnan, wag niyo titingnan itong nasa live stream natin, no, yung video natin. Punta po kayo doon sa joinmyquiz.com, and of course, you can see the join code there. Ang questions po ay direktang makikita ninyo diyan po sa inyong screen. Okay? Hindi po dito sa ating screen. All right? If you're all ready, we start with our trivia. Again, the questions will be found on your screen. Okay? Last minute po, then we are going to everything. Okay, I will be. Okay, so yun po yung ating mga winners, no? So third placer natin si Ma'am Joy Dairit, second placer Ma'am Elisa, then of course we have first placer Sir Nap, no? Sir Barbosa Squad. So again, I had to end the game because we are of course going to be discussing everything. We are still going back to quizzes po later. Okay, so as you can see, you all felt, especially those people who have joined the game, you all felt very excited, di ba? Napaka-exciting pong mag-answer ng quizzes, no? Nakikita nyo, of course, as a teacher, makikita nyo po yung ranking ng iyong students. But we are going to come back to quizzes later. And don't worry po, for those of you na hindi nakahabol, meron pa po tayong ibang games later, no? Meron tayong Kahoot later. Because tonight, we will be discussing how you can use Google Classroom, your quizzes, yung ginamit nga natin a while ago, and of course, Kahoot in teaching your students. So again, these are all very important, very helpful tools, no? Madaling gumawa ng quiz using these tools. And of course, napaka-exciting po sa students. No? They enjoy it a lot. Gustong-gusto nila. Once na they've seen that you are going to have quizzes or Kahoot, excited na lahat ng students nyo. Okay, so we are going to come back to quizzes and Kahoot later. But we first start with our Google Classroom. Now, Google Classroom po is a very helpful tool as a teacher, no, kailangan nyo po ito when you are online teaching. Now, Google Classroom, as the name suggests, no, as you hear the name, it is a product of Google. Okay, so unang-una po, kailangan nyo po na meron kayong Google account. Okay, kung wala pa po kayong Google account, it's very easy to make. Okay, say I don't have these accounts here. I have 2 accounts. This is my school account. And this one is the account for Gurong Pinoy. If you still do not have your account, you can just easily sign in and have your Google account. Okay, so pumunta lamang po kayo sa google.com. And of course, you sign in. You can just place any email you'd want to use, no? Kung available yung email na yan, i-approve lang naman yan ng Google. And of course, you are also going to be typing your password, okay? Pag hindi siya available, Google will just tell you that your this email address is taken, no? This email address is not available. You have to change your email ad, okay? So again, Google Classroom po is a product of google.com, and so you need your Google account first. The same thing when you are having your YouTube channel, no? Pag may YouTube channel kayo, Google account din po yung kailangan gamitin dahil produkto din po siya ng Google. Okay, now going back, say you already have your Google account. Now on these dots here, so 9 dots dito, these are, this is actually the spot where you can find all the menu that you have for your Google account. Okay, so nandiyan po yung account mo, yung Gmail mo, which is the equivalent of your Yahoo Mail, no? If you're using your Gmail account, so nandiyan po yung email mo, your Google Drive, where you can store all of your files, yung classroom, ito nga yung gagamitin natin today, yung calendar po, docs, and all the rest of the things that you have there. Now, in our online teaching here in Manning High School, Manning, South Carolina, we're actually using Google Meet. Okay, so ito po yung ginagamit namin at nakalink na po yan sa calendar namin. Okay, now, but this is not going to be part of our discussion tonight. No, ang discussion natin will be focused on Google Classroom, of course, on quizzes and Kahoot. Okay, so say we go to Google Classroom. Okay, once you click your Google Classroom icon there, if this is your first time to use it and you still do not have your class, no, we will be starting with how to make your class. Okay, so as you can see here, nandiyan po lahat ng klase ko, yung mga ginagamit ko sa klase ko, the classes I'm teaching here in Manning High School, as well as the rest of the classes that I've joined. Ito po hindi ko gawa, ito po yung aming assistant principal. Nandiyan din po lahat ng mga kailangan namin, no? So Student Council, National Honor Society, and so on. Okay, so if this is your first time to use it and you'd want to use it in teaching your classes, you just click the plus sign here. Okay, and it's going to tell you to create or join a class. Okay, so click your plus sign. If this is a student who's using Google Classroom, kung estudyante po kayo, no, and you just click join class, your teacher should have given you the class code. Okay, so ilalagay nyo lang po yung class code nyo dyan at saka you would be clicking join. Okay, that's for the part of the students. But in our case, if you're a teacher, of course, you click the plus sign and you click create class. Okay, so i-create nyo po yung create class, click nyo po yung create class, and then it is very easy for you to make your class name. So say, I say Gurong Pinoy. Okay, Gurong Pinoy Let, for example. Okay, now section, po pwede nyo pong i-type yung section dyan, po pwede nyo pong type yung subject at yung room, okay, if there's a room number. But these are all not required. Hindi naman po yan required. So usually ako, if I make my classes, I don't put anything there anymore, okay? So nilalagay ko lang first block na bio 2, fourth block na bio 2, so that I'll know which one is the first section, that's the fourth section that I'm teaching. So say your class name, this is the only part that is required. Okay, so just write class name, Gurong Pinoy Let, for example. And then of course you click create. Okay, now once you have created create, or you have clicked create, of course that is going to send you to an interface, no? Iba po yung magiging appearance. And this is going to be the interface that you see, okay? So this is everything that you see. You've already created your class, okay? So Gurong Pinoy Let po, yung class mo. If you want to link this to your Google Meet, kung gusto mong meron kang Google Meet, no? I-click mo lamang itong Generate Meet link. At yan na po yung magiging code nyo every time that you meet through Google Meet. Okay, so every time that you meet your students, yung parang yung Google Meet po kasi para po siyang Zoom. Okay, so you can just generate your Meet link, and then it is going to give you a code, and that code you can already share with your students. Now, as for the class code, yung gagamitin ng students nyo to join your class, this will be the class code. Okay, so you can share this to your students. Po pwedeng i-copy mo yung invite link nyo, and if you have a chat group, for example, i-paste nyo doon, or po pwede din naman na ibigay nyo sa kanila i-send nyo sa kanila as in Messenger, no? Po pwede din naman sa text, kung po pwedeng sa text, no? Because of course in the Philippines we're still using texting. All right, so again, this is going to be the join code. Okay. Now, if you have your internet again, and if you can try, po pwede nyo pong i-try ito. So again, you just go to Google Classroom, and then dapat of course meron kayong Google account. You go to Google Classroom, and then you click Join Class. So ito po yung inyong i-enter na code. Okay. Now, as a teacher, these are the things that you see. Ito din po nakikita ng estudyante natin. So merong stream, merong classwork. You can also see the people that you have here in the class, and you can see the grades of your students. Okay, so start po muna tayo dito sa people. Dahil nga, I'm still trying to teach you how to invite your students. Now, ang kagandahan po ng Google Classroom, dito po sa ating people na part, sa people tab nyo, you can even add your teachers. Okay? So po pwedeng, if you are teaching the same subject, for example, and your school, for example, you are teaching in a private school and your school has said that you can collaborate, kasi mahirap nangangapa pa kayo kasi ngayon, no? The Philippines is just starting with online platforms, with online teaching. So po pwedeng pagpareho kayo, for example, na nagtuturo ng grade 6, mag-collaborate kayo, isang classroom lang, po pwede naman yon, no? So, you can just easily add a teacher here. Pwede nyo pong i-add yung teacher, i-type nyo po yung email address niya, and then you click invite here. Okay, so magsisend po yung Google Classroom ng invite link sa teacher na yon, and you can add the teacher as one of the teachers here in your classroom. Now, for your students, again, your students may join using the class code. Yung pinakita ko nga po kanina na class code, no? Ito po. Or po pwede din naman na i-click nyo to at invite nyo din yung students nyo, no? You can type the name, usually the email. Email lang po yung ginagamit. Okay, so I'm not sure if all of the students in your classroom right now already have the email, since online nga yung platform ngayon, no? Online nga yung teaching ngayon. Pero dito kasi lahat ng estudyante merong email na binigay ng school district. Okay, so it's very easy for you to just type the email. Kahit sa Google Meet namin, we just type the email and then they can all be added. Okay, then you just click invite. Then the students will be seen in your classroom. Okay, now I will be showing you one classroom that I have in my teaching para po makita ninyo yung mga laman na ng ating Google Classroom. Okay, so say I go to my Biology 2 na first block. Okay, this is the first section, my first schedule on the day, no, yung first block ko na Biology. All right, so these are the things that you'll see. Now, again, the people, in-explain ko na po ito sa inyo kanina, no? You can see all the people that you've added. So as you can see here, I have another teacher. She's not really helping me with the materials. She is a special education teacher. So meron siyang mga estudyante, meron kami mga estudyante who are common. Okay, so may mga common students kami para nga ma-keep up niya yung work ng kanyang students with special needs, inad ko siya dito para makita niya kung ano yung mga activities, no? And then, of course, you can also see the grades. Ito yung grades ng mga estudyante, no? Makikita mo kung ano yung mga task nila, kung ano yung mga missing work nila. So it's actually very easy for you to use this in grading your student. Okay, I'm not sure how you're still grading your student, if you're still using your grade book na yung record book, no? Sa amin kasi dito, it's electronic. So I usually just check their work and transfer whatever score that they have here in our grade book. Okay, so that's for the people and for the grades. Okay, now, meron po tayong dalawang views, na general views for your classroom. You have the stream and the classwork. Okay? Yung classwork po, yung pagkakaiba lang nito, yung classwork po, organize yung mga topics, naka-organize yung mga assignments nyo per topic. Okay? So, all the topics are here and all the tasks are organized according to their topics. Okay? So, yan po yung classwork. Okay? So, kumbaga nakatopic siya, protists and fungi, ganyan yung mga assignments niya, eubacteria, dyan yung mga assignments nila for eubacteria, archaebacteria, notes and discussion, and so on. Yung stream naman, ito yung pinaka real-time. Real-time siya. If you post an activity, then dyan siya, magiging unang-unang activity siya dan. Okay, so that's going to be the first activity that you'll see here. Real-time yung stream, hindi siya naka-organize per topic. Okay, so, all right, let me just take a look at some of the comments that you have here. If you think it's too fast, then go ahead and tell me. Okay, so again, we have just started with Google Classroom. You don't really need the code po. You don't need to enter the code right now. Okay, because I'm just explaining how you do your, or how you make your Google Classroom. So again, we have just shown you how to make your Google Classroom, how to join a Google Classroom. I've also already explained the people, how you can add people. So po pwede po mag-add ng teacher, po pwede din po mag-add ng student using their email address. The grades, you can also see the different grades of your students. I am going to show you also how to rate or how to grade the work of your students later. So again, we go back to our discussion. Again, you have two views here, dalawang views kung paano nyo makikita yung lahat ng task na nasa classroom nyo. Ang classwork po, naka-organize siya per topic. Okay, so pag nag-click yung student mo sa classwork, yung lahat ng task niya is organized per topic, according to the topic. Yung stream naman is real-time, para siyang timeline nyo sa Facebook. Okay, so as you post a certain assignment, dyan nila makikita, no? So yung pinakahuli mo, yung pinakahuling post mo, yan na yung makikita ng mga estudyante mo. Now, how do you assign an activity or an assignment to your student? You go to classwork, para po mag-assign kayo ng isang gagawin ng inyong estudyante, no? Isang assignment, you just go to classwork and you create, you click create. Okay, you go to the classwork tab, and you click create. Okay, so i-click nyo po yung create. Now, you have several choices here. Po pwede siyang assignment, po pwede siyang quiz assignment, po pwedeng question lamang, po pwedeng material. Pag material po, usually yung binibigay ko dito, yung notes nila o yung videos nila, pwede din namang i-reuse mo yung isang post mo. Okay, so that's according to topic. Now, say I put assignment. I click assignment. Now, you are going to be asked to write a title for your assignment. So, say, I write warm up for 9/28. Okay, warm up for Monday. Okay, po pwede din namang specific yung topic niyo. Say photosynthesis. Okay, po pwede yan. And then you click add here. Pag nag-click po kayo ng add, po pwede po kayong mag-upload ng file. Now, usually po, yung ginagawa namin is that we use a file that we have on Google Drive. Okay, so when you click Google Drive, you can see all the files that you have in Google Drive. Google Drive po ay parte din ng inyong Google account. So dyan po ay pwede po kayong gumawa ng inyong document. Okay, so you can just put your document, say, I click warm up. or I type warm-up para makita ko lahat ng mga warm-up activities na po pwede ko pong gamitin. Okay, so say you have this warm-up practice. So again po, before you can post it in your Google Classroom, kailangan nakagawa na kayo nito sa inyong Google Sheets. Para din po siyang Word pero online siya. Okay, but of course, that's not part of our topic today. So we assume that you already have this in your Google Drive. Okay, now this part here is very important. There are 3 methods or 3 ways through which your students can use the file. Pwede pong mag-view lamang yung student nyo. So pag nag-click kayo ng students can view file, hindi po sila makakasagot doon, hindi po sila makaka-type doon. Makikita lang nila kung ano yung nakasulat sa iyong document. Students can edit files, so pwede po nilang i-edit yung file. Pero usually po, yung ginagamit ko is make a copy for each student. Okay? Because if that happens, then lahat ng estudyante mo ay magkakaroon ng kopya ng file na yon at doon na sila sasagot. Okay? So make a copy for each student. Then, of course, this is for what class? Biology 2, first block. So say you have another class. So sa akin, for example, I have 2 biology 2 classes. So pwede kong i-click din yung biology 2 ko na fourth block. Okay, so pareho lamang po silang assignment, for example. So pwede nyo pong gawin yan. Now, your points, usually hindi ko naman na to ginagalaw. Kung gusto nyo na merong due date yung inyong activity, pwede nyo pong i-choose dyan. Say, you are giving them just that day, then you choose September 28. Okay, pwede nyo ding ilagay, specify yung time kung kailan nila dapat na i-turn in or i-submit yung activity na yan. Okay? Now, as for the topic, andyan na po lahat ng topic natin. Say this topic or this activity, your warm-up 928 is part of protists and fungi na topic. Then I click protists and fungi. This is of course for organization. Para later po makita niyo naka-organize yung topics niyo, no? Hindi kalat-kalat yung topics niyo. So it's very important for you to use a topic. Now say this is a new topic, you just click create topic. Okay? Pag bagong topic po siya, hindi siya part ng kahit na anong topics mo dito, you just click create topic and then you can make a new topic. So pwede na po kayo mag-type ng bagong topic niyo. Now, you can also add a rubric. So pwede din pong lagyan niyo dyan ng rubric. Okay? Say performance tasks siya. Pwede niyo pong i-check itong check plagiarism. Okay? Pag chinek niyo po yan, this is also a very helpful tool, especially pag research project siya, no? Kasi yung gagawin po niya, it is going to notify you if the part of the assignment, yung ginawa ng estudyante mo, yung sinubmit ng estudyante mo, ay mga kinopya lamang, copy-pasted lamang from the internet. So sasabihin niya, ilalagay niya dito flagged sections, kung ano yung mga kinopya, kinopy-paste lamang ng estudyante. Okay, so these are the different parts that you have whenever you are assigning a certain activity to your students. So again, the most important thing here would be the title. So lagyan niyo po ng title, you add po whatever activity that you have here. Usually nasa Google Drive po siya. So pwede siyang Google Sheets na parang Word document pero online. And then of course, you need to make sure that you always click make a copy for each student para dyan na po sila direktang sumagot sa kanilang activity. Now, you can easily just click assign. When you click assign po, real time makikita ng estudyante na meron kayong inassign na work sa kanila. But usually, what I do is I schedule. Okay, so a schedule. For example, yung meeting namin is September 28. That's on Monday at 8 a.m. So I schedule the assignment na lumabas sa kanilang stream, no? Sa kanilang stream by that time. So hindi ko siya usually ina-assign. I don't click assign, I click schedule. Okay, so you don't click assign kasi pag kinlik mo siyang assign, kahit na sa Monday pa to gagawin, no, makikita na nila. So usually, merong mga students na sasagot na, which is not good for the activities that you have in class. No? So gusto mo, pare-pareho silang time kung kailan sila sasagot ng yung assignment. So usually, I click schedule. Okay, so ganyan naman po kadali kung paano po mag-assign ng work sa inyong estudyante. Okay, so say, now, if nandyan na po siya, ito po yung makikita nyo, no, naka-gray color po siya pag naka-schedule siya. For example, hindi pa siya naka-stream. That means hindi pa siya nakikita ng students nyo. So that this is what you see, naka-gray color pa po siya. If it is already visible to your students, then aqua color na po siya. Ganyan na pong kulay. Okay, so say I just delete this, you can just easily edit this. Pag gusto mong balikan, may nakalimutan ka, gusto mong i-change itong assignment, you just click X. And of course, you can just change whatever attachment that you have there. Okay, if you want to delete this, then just click delete. Okay, so madidelete na po siya. That's it. Okay, so again, this is the classwork. Naka-organize po sila according to their topic, no? Now, very important thing that I'd like to share with you here, no? Especially to our teachers who are using this, who will be using this, no? Ako po, meron po akong topic dito na notes and discussion. So, kasi ngayon, online yung teaching natin, napakabilis po at napaka-limited ng time, no? Especially kami ngayon, before we had 90 minutes of instruction, so 1.5 hours po. Ngayon 1 hour na lamang kasi nga, of course, sabi ng experts, it is not healthy for the students to be in front of the devices for a long time. Okay, so 60 minutes na lamang, 1 hour na lamang po yung aming teaching. And so what I do is, I don't ask the students to copy the notes as I instruct them or as I discuss it with them. What I do is, I record my discussion. So, nire-record po ito. This is from our Google Meet. Meron po siyang option to record. So, nire-record ko po siya. Tapos, I download it. And then, I put it po in our classroom. So, as you can see, meron po akong topic na notes and discussion. Diyan po lahat ng notes nila at lahat ng discussion nila. So, hindi po nila kailangan na mag-take down ng notes as I speak, no? So, nakikinig lamang sila. While I am speaking, all those things that should be part of their notebook, of their notes, I just post it in a few minutes after the class. Okay, so I just download whatever recording that we have, and then of course, if there's a need to edit, i-edit nyo din po. I'm using KineMaster na nasa cellphone na po yung KineMaster. Mabilis lang po siya, no? Hindi siya masyadong naglalag at napakabilis lang po mag-edit, no? And dito kasi, of course, there is a child protection law. Hindi po pwedeng ilagay yung itsura ng bata sa video. So, and then, of course, you are sharing all these materials with the entire class. So what I do is, if there is a student who's talking, say, I am asking them questions and they answer, makikita po kasi dito yung kanilang picture. So what I do is, I cover it with a sticker. Okay, so napaka-importante. I'm not sure, I know in Ateneo, I used to teach in Ateneo de Iloilo, and I know that in Ateneo, ganun na din po. Whenever we post something on social media, on Facebook, we cover the faces of the kids, okay? Unless there is permission, unless na official siya, no? So it's very important for you to know that. And of course, right now, it is very important for you to really have the technological skills, no? How to edit videos, how to do this stuff, how to do everything online. Kailangan po yan. Okay, now, so again, that's your classwork, that's your stream. Again, stream, the difference is that real-time yung stream, makikita ng estudyante. And of course, yung classwork nyo naman, this is organized according to topic. Now, how do you grade the work of your student using this, no? So, pwede nyo po siyang balikan as stream at makikita nyo po dyan kung ilang estudyante nyo yung nag-turn in or nag-submit ng work, okay? So, in this case, for example, Bio 925, only one student has turned in the work, okay? So, okay, kasi makeup class lang po ito, no? I will be showing it to you. Hindi po siya kailangang i-turn in talaga ng student kasi Fridays namin dito, we don't usually teach. Wala po kaming bagong tinuturo on Fridays. So usually makeup class lang yung Friday. So yung Friday task ko kasi, yung kahapong task ko, no? So I just told them you can retake your unit test 3, merong instructions. So quizzes din ito yung code, and then turn in your brochure project, then do any missing work. So that's why not a lot of them, hindi nila kailangang i-turn in talaga ito dahil instructions na naman siya. Now, if you are looking at another assignment, say I have this, okay, Kingdom Protista, it is very easy for you to just check the work of your student. You click on the work of the students that have turned in. Okay, so i-click nyo lamang po yung turn in. And then you can see the work of the students that have turned in their work, no? Yung work ng students na na-turn in. That means, yung turn in kasi yung term dito na ginagamit for submission. So that means submit. Okay, so I click on the work of this student, no, on Alana's work, and then I can see her work. Now remember, we have clicked the option of make a copy for each student. Kaya sinasabi ko po sa inyo na napaka-importanting i-click nyo yung make a copy for each student dahil dyan na po sila nag-a-answer. Okay, so always remember that whenever you are assigning an activity to your student, nandyan na po yung instruction. Okay, so ako nilagay ko dito, go to this website and complete this assignment. Now, very important din that when you are giving an assignment to your class, explain nyo kung paano nila sasagutan, kung paano nila kukumpletuhin yung work nila, yung assignment nila. Kasi po, alam niyo naman, yung students natin usually ayaw magbasa, no? At especially pag yung students nyo ay medyo bata-bata pa, kailangan niyo pong explain talaga. So this is the work of Alana. And I can just easily see all of her answers. And then po pwede niyo po siyang gradean dito. So say I grade her with 100. Okay, so say 100 yung binigay ko. But usually, this should have been turned in. Kung pwede niyong balikan yung instructions ni dito. Nakalagay siya na I have assigned this to them on September 24th. Now, she has turned this in on September 25. Makikita niyo po kung kailan sinubmit ng bata yung kanilang assignment. So, as I can see, September 25th niya sinubmit. That means she is late, no? Na-late siya ng isang araw. So, I'll just put 90, for example. Kahit na perfect naman yung ginawa niya, 90 lang kasi nag-deduct ako ng 10 points. Okay? Now, what I usually do again is I click the arrow sign here and then I rank or I sort my students according to the status. Okay, so makikita ko kung sino yung nag-turn in at dito sa baba makikita ko yung sinong hindi pa nakakapag-turn in ng kanilang work, no? So nakalagay pa assign. So if you click by status kasi tapos turn in, sunod-sunod to, pwede mong i-arrow lang dito, no? I-click mo lang yung arrow. At say si Zakara ay hindi ko pa siya nag-gradean. Okay, so pwede ko din siyang gradean dito. Then I click another arrow going to another student who has already turned in her work. For example, hindi ko pa nag-gradean itong work niya, then I can easily just grade it here. And then, you can easily just return the work of your student para makikita nila yung feedback real-time din. So what I do is I click this arrow here for the return. And then I click return multiple submissions. Okay, when you click return multiple submissions, say hindi lamang si Alana yung nag-gradean ko for now, no? Marami pang iba. Lahat ng mga scores nila makikita mo dyan at lahat ng names nila makikita mo dyan. So usually I just copy whatever score they have there and then I put it in the gradebook. Okay, so ita-transfer ko po doon sa gradebook. And then of course, you click return at makikita na nung student yung score nila. Okay, so makikita na ng student na you have given her a score of 90 for that grade. Okay, so that's the student work. So ganyan lamang po kadali kung paano gumamit ng Google Classroom in during the first few instances that you use it. You might find it a little difficult. No, but of course, practice makes perfect. Ganyan din po sa ating online teaching. Okay, so that is your Google Classroom. Again, your student may view all the tasks by stream. Real-time po siya. Po pwede din namang by classwork na topic. No? Per topic siya. So I have already shown you how to create your assignment, how to make a topic. Yung people, po pwede din po kayo mag-add dito ng mga tao, yung mga estudyante. Po pwedeng through email or po pwede din po namang balikan yung stream tapos i-share nyo itong class code. Okay, then of course the grades, you can easily just see the grades of your students here. So say titingnan ko si Zakara, no? For example, si Zakara, sabi niya sa akin, Miss Manaay, can you check my grades in your class? And say, I'd like to check whatever things she has missed. So just very easy, I'm just going to click on Zakara's name and Google Classroom is going to show me everything that she has turned in and all those things that she has not turned in yet. Okay, so ganyan lamang po yung ating Google Classroom. So again, I can see here. Okay, so pwede din po kayong pumunta sa people. Pag nakita nyo yung isang estudyante, pwede nyo i-click yung name ng student. And then you can see, you have not turned in this task. Okay, the one that was dated 9/25, for example, you did not turn it in. And you can see the rest of her scores here. Okay, so this one, I say you did not answer your review for phylogenetic tree. You did not answer your review for the 6 kingdoms of classification. Okay, all those things that are assigned, that means she has not answered them yet. Okay, so meron ding nakanote kung late sila. Especially pag merong deadline, no, may due date yung activity mo, makikita mo rin na late ka in submission of this activity. All right, so that's our Google Classroom. Any questions? You can just put your questions there on the chat box before we move on to our Kahoot and our quizzes, the last 2 topics that we have tonight. Okay, any questions? Again, this is just for Google Classroom. Kung may questions pa po kayo for Google Classroom, make sure that you put it in the chat box so that I can answer it. Please don't forget to like our video and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, medyo late na yata, no? Marami nang natutulog. All right, now we go to Kahoot and to quizzes. Okay, ito po yung mga usually ginagamit ko in teaching my students then online. So kanina, meron na kayong quizzes. Nakita nyo na how quizzes would work. Okay, so quizzes lamang po. If this is your first time to use quizzes, you simply put quizzes.com. Okay, so ilagay nyo lamang po yung quizzes.com. And it is going to send you to this website. Okay, if this is your first time to use quizzes, then you will be asked to make your account. Libre po itong quizzes, libre din po itong Kahoot. Okay, so just make your account. And then, yung kagandahan kasi ng quizzes, nakita nyo kanina, nakikita mo yung ranking ng students mo. Okay, so you can easily see the ranking of your students whenever they're answering something. Okay, now, gustong-gusto ko din sa quizzes is that you can easily make a test even if the items were not originally yours. Okay, so pwede ka pong gumawa ng quiz mo kahit na hindi mo sariling items talaga. Okay, so say you click create here and then you click quiz. Okay, so napakadali lamang po. You just name this quiz. Say, I say Filipino trivia. Okay, I click Filipino trivia, choose relevant subject, say fun. Okay, and you click next. Okay, just click next. And then it is going to give you this different choices. Okay, now pwede po kayong gumawa ng sarili nyong question. So pwede nyo pong i-click yung new question. Pero kagandahan po nitong quizzes, you can just click teleport. Now, paano nga ba, bakit maganda itong teleport? You just click teleport and yung quizzes na po yung sariling, siya na po mismo yung maghahanap ng mga quiz na po pwede nyong gamitin, na merong items na po pwede nyong gamitin. So ito yung mga different quizzes dito na po pwede nyong gamitin, pwede nyo pong pagkuhanan ng inyong items. Okay, so you have Filipino trivia. Anong bansa ang tinaguriang walled city? Bansa ba? Hindi naman bansa, di ba? Syudad dapat or parte ng anong lugar? Okay, so po pwede nyo po yung gamitin. And if you want to use this item, for example, you just click add. Okay, so just click add at mapupunta na po siya sa ginagawa niyong quiz. Okay, so napakadali po, napaka-convenient gumawa ng quiz using quizzes. Okay, so usually hindi naman siya quiz, hindi ko naman siya ginagamit as quiz talaga. No? I usually just use this for review, for warm-up, yung mga opening activities ng mga estudyante nyo. Pwede din namang closing activities. Anong bansa ang sumakop sa Pilipinas noong World War II? So just click add. Okay, say ayaw mo nang gamitin yung ibang questions in this quiz here. You can go to the next quiz. Okay, so pwede kang pumunta sa next quiz mo at i-add na naman yung ibang items dito. Okay, ilang titik sa alpabeto ng wikang Filipino. Okay? Alright, now say I'm done. Okay, nandiyan na lahat, no? So ito na yung mga tineleport nating items kanina, yung mga kinuha natin sa ibang quizzes. Okay, so we only have 4 questions here. Now you can easily just edit this. Say, nakita natin kanina na merong mali, no? Anong bansa, anong lugar? Pwede niyong gawing anong lugar ang tinaguriang walled city. Okay? Pwede din po kayo mag-add ng another option. Say, you want to make or you want to have 4 items na choices ng iyong student. So, pwede din po yan. Now, your quizzes is also timed. So, nakikita niyo po yung time dito. Pwede din niyo po yung i-change. Okay? So, pwedeng i-5 seconds, pwedeng 15 minutes kung computational siya, for example. Then, of course, you just click save. Okay? Just click save. Now, if you have this, say I have 4 questions here, and gusto kong i-change yung time. Gusto kong gawing 20 seconds. Yung kagandahan ng quizzes, hindi mo kailangang i-change lahat ng time for each item. Meron siyang option na isang click mo lang at meron siyang sasabihin sa'yo, change for all questions. So, i-click mo lang po yan. At i-change niya lahat ng time ng lahat ng questions mo. So, hindi mo lang isa-isahin. Okay? So, hindi nyo po kailangan isa-isahin. Now, of course, once you're done, just click done. Okay? Pwede pong maglagay kayo ng image dito. Pag hindi naman kailangan, no need na. Select your language. And of course, select your grade. Say, I put 9 to 12. Okay? Public, visible to everyone. And then you click save. Okay, so this is our quiz now. Meron lamang 4 items. Makikita nyo rin po ito sa inyong library. Okay, nandyan na siya sa inyong library. So these are the list of the quizzes that I already have in Quizziz. Okay, so makikita mo siya sa library. Now say you want to give this to your students. Meron po tayong dalawang mode. You give this as part of an activity of your student. Pwede po siyang live quiz, yung ginawa natin kanina, no? So pag live quiz siya, pwedeng classic siya na live quiz. Okay, so meron kang mga different modes dyan. Pwede mo po siyang i-assign sa klase mo. If you're using Google Classroom, andyan po yung Google Classroom mo, nakalink po siya dyan. Okay, so pwede mo po siyang i-assign sa iyong Google Classroom. Okay? Or pwede din naman na i-flash mo lamang, i-share mo lamang yung screen mo sa kanila, makikita na nila. So you also have your general settings here. Pwedeng unlimited, pwedeng ulit-ulitin ng estudyante, pwede din namang one time lamang niya i-take yung test na to. You can also click this, no, name factory. If this happens, then the student won't be able to put in his or her name. Meron lamang mga quizzes generated names na ibibigay yung quizzes. Okay? Kasi minsan this one is a little helpful dito sa amin kasi minsan ipilyo yung mga bata. Okay? So, usually I'd use this, but most of the time I'd say use your real name because this is going to be recorded. Okay? So, if they see that it says use your real name, dahil recorded nga, so gagawin na nila, gagamitin na nila yung real name nila. Okay, once you're done with all of your settings, you can just click continue. And ito po yung nakita ninyo kanina when you were asked to join a game. Okay, so you just ask the student to go to joinmyquiz.com, then you enter 863037, and once you have seen all of the students that you have here, then you click start. Okay, so mag-click lamang po kayo ng start, dire-diretso na po siya. Paano po gumawa ng Kahoot? I will go to that later, Ma'am Joylyn. Okay, we're still at quizzes po. Okay, so just click start, then po pwede na po mag-start ang inyong mga inyong estudyante. Now, the major difference, yung quizzes kasi, tsaka yung Kahoot, pareho po silang magandang gamitin whenever you are having these games, no, review, yung warm-up activities mo for your students. The only difference is that sa quizzes, kagaya kanina nung naglaro tayo ng quizzes, yung questions po nasa device nyo mismo. Yung Kahoot kasi, yung question po ay nasa screen ng inyong teacher. So nakikita nyo lamang sa screen ng inyong teacher, and then of course, yung pag-choose nyo ng inyong answer nasa device nyo. Wala po yung question sa mismong screen ninyo. Okay? So yan lamang po yung pagkakaiba ng quizzes sa kanang Kahoot natin. So if you're using both, it is also very important for you to remind your students that we are using quizzes, so make sure that you check the questions on your own screen. Okay, if you were using Kahoot, then the screen of the teacher would just have the question, and then your choices will be on your own device. Okay, now this will also show you the report, so it's very easy. You can easily just see the report, no, yung score in yung student. Say, I have this. Okay, unit test 3, for example. So I'm actually using this as even yung real test talaga. Okay, so nakikita ko kung sino yung mga naka 100%, sino yung mga 95%. Okay, so makikita mo dito. Now, it is very important for you to use or to start a quiz. Pag meron kang dalawang klase, i-start mo sila separately. Huwag kang mag-start ng quiz mo na isa lang for both of your classes. Kasi pag isang quiz lamang yung binigay mo, isang code lamang for both of your classes, magiging rumbled sila. So yung klase mo, yung students mo in one class would be found in the same ranking as your student in another class. So I usually separate them. Okay, so sineseparate ko. Say, if I have this, no, unit test 3, okay, ito unit test 3 ko, sineparate ko yung bio 2 ko na first block at sineparate ko siya from my bio 2 na fourth block. Okay, para makikita mo na separated yung students mo, yung ranking nila per section, hindi sila nakarumble dun lahat. Okay, so your quizzes, any questions with quizzes? Any questions with quizzes, people? Okay, excited na kayo mag-play ng Kahoot. Okay, so that's for quizzes. Again, if you have a chance, make sure that you try this. No, I know that October 5 ba yung public school or nag-start na ba yung public school sa Pinas? Okay, so if you are going to use this, then mag-explore kayo. Napakadali lang po niyang gawin and nakita nyo kanina na bilis lamang pong gumawa ng quiz. No? Pwede kayong mag-teleport, pwede kayong mangahoy, pwede kayong kumuha ng items from other quizzes. Okay, and you can easily just, of course, delete a report or delete any of your quizzes that you have there. Okay, now going to your Kahoot. Okay, excited na kayo sa Kahoot. Okay, now for your Kahoot, again, you are going to be required to make your account. So magpunta lamang po kayo sa kahoot.com. And of course, it is going to ask you to make your account. Okay, so Kahoot. Ayan, Kahoot. Okay, then that's kahoot.com. I-click nyo lamang po yan. If you do not have your account yet, then say I click login. Kung wala pa po kayong account, ay mag-a-ask din siya na sign up or make account, or create account. Okay, so ano na kasi, no, automatic na nilalog in na niya ako. Now, if this is your first time, usually if you create your account, no, pag nag-create kayo ng account, yung Kahoot mo ay magbibigay ng mga different types of accounts, no? So merong mga paid accounts sa Kahoot. You don't really need to pay. Meron siyang choices na free, merong monthly na ganitong payment, merong yearly. Ako po, every time that pops up, I just choose free. Mag-choose lamang kayo ng free. Yung plan nyo, do not change your plan. Okay, so I don't upgrade. It's just free. Okay, so ito po yung lumalabas. So if it is your first time to make your Kahoot, nandiyan na siya, nakalabas na siya, $3, $6, etc. Pero meron po siyang option na free. Okay, meron po siyang option na free dito. Yung first po ay free, so i-click nyo lang yung free. Okay, so every time this pops up, I just click free. Free po siya, pwede po siyang libre. Okay, now, again, Kahoot is very similar to your quizzes. Okay, so very similar din po siya sa quizzes. Lahat ng Kahoot mo, for example, these are all my Kahoot, so you can find it here. No? Lahat na ng Kahoot ko, yan yung mga ginamit ko for review, for tests, for warm-up ng aking estudyante. And if you want to find Kahoot na po pwede nyo gamitin, i-click nyo po yung Discover. Okay, so just click Discover. Yes, October 5 pa. Okay, I will be going back to your question later, Ma'am LP. All right, so again, you can just click Discover, then you can just type. For example, I say Fun Trivia. Okay, just type Fun Trivia, then click this sign here. Now, the difference lang ng Kahoot when you're making the test, the difference with your Kahoot and with your quizzes is that hindi ka makaka-teleport per quiz. Nakita nyo kanina yung sa quizzes natin na po pwedeng 3 items lamang kukunin mo sa quiz na to, move ka sa another quiz, mag-pick ka ng 2 item. Dito po sa Kahoot, hindi. So, medyo disadvantageous yung Kahoot dyan, no? So, makikita mo lamang po, ito, isang quiz siya. And if you want to edit this, first muna, no, it's very important for you to check whether the answers are correct. Kasi minsan, pag hindi mo chinek, once your students are already playing with the Kahoot, no, saka mo na-realize na, ay, mali pala yung sagot. Or sometimes, maraming wrong spelling dito. So, just check everything. Now, if you want to edit this, kung gusto mo siyang magkaroon ng sarili mong, okay, hindi siya po pwede, no? Ni-restrict niya. If you want to make this your own quiz, or if you'd want to make a version of this quiz, then you can just easily edit it. Okay, so you can just easily edit this one. You can just click duplicate. Pwede nyo na po siyang i-edit. Parang katulad kanina ng quizzes natin, no? Pwede mo siyang i-edit. But of course, yung kaibahan lang, again, as I've mentioned, yung kaibahan po ay, hindi ko na siya ma-edit. I don't know why. Okay, yung kaibahan lamang po ay hindi mo siya matiteleport, hindi ka makakapag-choose ng several items lamang in a quizzes. Okay, now for your Kahoot, for you to share this with your students, very easy. Just go to your Kahoots. Okay, yan na po yung Kahoots. For example, nandiyan na lahat ng mga Kahoots na ginamit mo, no? And then you just play here. Pwedeng teach, no, live game together with your students. Pwede din namang assign. So parang pareho lang po siya kanina ng inyong quizzes. Pwedeng asynchronous siya, no? Yung siya lang mismo yung nag-a-answer ng kanyang assignment. Ilagay mo lang siya sa Google Classroom. Or pwede din namang you click teach. This is going to be for your live game. Okay? So live game po ito. Okay? All right, so this is your live game. This is very similar to what you see in your quizzes a while ago. Okay, so pwede pong i-team mo sila, yung estudyante mo. Pwede din namang player versus player. 1:1 devices. Okay, then you also have an option to pick a friendly nickname generator. If medyo pilyo yung mga estudyante mo, no, gumagamit sila ng kung anong pangalan, pwede po yan. You have the option to randomize order of questions, randomize order of answers, show, minimize intro, introductions, etc. Now, once you have clicked Classic, your student would already see this. Okay, so if your students would want to join your Kahoot game, they simply go to www.kahoot.it and the pin is there. Okay, go ahead, please do join the game. I don't know what's inside. Okay, trivia pala to sa ating social media. Go ahead, please join the game. Again, the pin is there. Ma'am Angel, ayan na po. Please join the game. It's www.kahoot.it and your game pin is there, 7773957. Okay, ayan na naman, Sir Bards, unang-una. Okay, I will be giving you a few minutes to join. Then we'll start the game in 2 minutes. All right, last minute po to join the game. Sir Kwangkok, I will go back to your question later po. right, say... Okay, we will start with the game again. Sinabi ko na to kanina, no? The difference between Kahoot and Quizziz. Sa Quizziz po, sa inyong device mismo yung inyong questions. Sa Kahoot naman po, yung question nyo ay nandito sa aking screen. Okay, so titingnan nyo po yung screen natin na nasa live stream. Pero yung mga choices nyo po ay nasa device nyo. So yung choices nyo, yung shapes at different colors na choices ninyo for your Kahoot game, nakikita nyo po sa inyong cellphone. Okay, yung questions po nandito sa ating screen, yung choices, kung paano kayo mag-choose ng answer nyo, nasa cellphone nyo po. So yan po yung pagkakaiba ng ating Kahoot at Quizziz. Yung Quizziz po kasi, yung question nandun mismo sa sarili nyong device. Alright, we start with your game. Okay, so as you can see, you will see kung ilan yung students mo nakakuha ng tama. O, isa lamang nakakuha ng tama, Facebook, nalito kayo, no? Again, yung question po nasa ating screen, na nasa live stream, yung choices mo nasa cellphone ninyo. Okay? You can see the scores here. Okay, so si Ma'am Lay lamang yung naka-score. Oh, what social media logo is this? Alright, so that's Snapchat. So as you can see, 3 people got it correctly. Okay, and you can see na meron pong mga umakyat yung score. Meron yatang konting lag, no? Kaya medyo mabagal kayong mag-answer. Question number 3. That's Tumblr. Even myself is not familiar with that. Di tayo masyadong familiar. Okay, so as you can see, Sir Lex or Mom Lex has climbed up. Okay, what is this? Colorblind. Charade. Okay, that's of course your Facebook Messenger. Wow, Sir Lex or Mom Lex has the highest answer streak of 3. Question number 5. Oh, this is very easy. Okay, that's Skype. Question number, okay, before we go, all right. Question number 6. Okay, that's Instagram, not Snapchat. Okay, Sir Lex pa rin or Ma'am Lex pa rin, nangunguna. Number 7. Okay, that's MySpace. Kung hindi na natin naabutan yung MySpace. Number 8. Alright, that's Viber. Humahabol, Sir Art. Number 9. This is very common. Alam niyo to. Okay, of course, that's Twitter. Ooh, Sir Barbs. Okay, last one. Okay, that's WhatsApp. Okay, then you can also see the leaderboard. Nasa podium. Third placer, Art. Second placer, Sir Barbs. And of course, our first place is Sir Lex. Sir Lex pa or Mom Lex? Okay, then you also see the runners-up that we have here. Okay, so again, that's your Kahoot. So again, yung pagkakaiba lamang po ng Kahoot nyo and Quizziz, you can just easily, pareho lamang po sila. Yung question doon balikan ko lamang yung question ni Sir Kwangkok. Sabi kasi ni Sir Kwangkok, yung question niya is, may mga app po ba na kailangan pong i-download? Wala pong kailangan i-download, sir. Lahat po sila online. Okay, so you don't need to really download an app. Nasa online na po sila. Yung Kahoot po, you just click Kahoot. You just type Kahoot in Google search and you will see the website. Okay, yung Quizziz po, ganun din. You just click Quizziz or type Quizziz in your Google, Google search, and then you will see the website. So online po silang lahat. You don't need to download anything. Okay, so again, pagkakaiba lamang po is that yung Kahoot mo, yung questions po nasa screen ng inyong teacher, yung choices lamang po yung nasa screen ng inyong estudyante, nasa device ng inyong estudyante. Nakita nyo nga kanina, napakakulay, no? So medyo confusing siya. Kaya medyo kailangang alert kayo, no? Pero it's a very fun activity for students. Gustong-gusto nila yon. Okay, and yung quizzes mo naman, yung question ay nasa screen mismo ng estudyante. Nasa screen siya mismo ng estudyante. So yan lamang po yung pagkakaiba. At pinakita ko naman kanina, another difference is that sa quizzes mo, pwede kang pumili lamang ng questions from a certain quiz at i-teleport mo po dun sa ginagawa mong items, na ginagawa mong quiz. Now, there is also another question there. Yung question yung question yata ni Ma'am LT, no? Ma'am LT, sinabi niya, how do you share a quiz code to your students? So say you have this, parang katulad lang din po siya ng Kahoot. So pwede po siyang asynchronous learning. If you're using your Google Classroom, pwede niyo po siyang i-assign sa inyong Google Classroom. Again, if you are using asynchronous learning, hindi po sila sabay-sabay. Pwede niya pong answeran as she gets it, or pwedeng later niya answeran, no? Hindi sila pare-pareho ng pace. So pwede mo siyang i-assign sa iyong Google Classroom, nakalink po yung quizzes nyo, even Kahoot, nakalink po siya sa inyong Google Classroom. So pwede mo siyang i-assign. For example, in one class, you can also even pick a specific student, okay? And then you can just click assign. Okay, so if that happens, pag asynchronous yung pag-assign mo ng assignment, hindi siya live, hindi siya answeran as a class. Now, another option is parang katulad lang din ng Kahoot. You may start a live quiz. Okay, so just click start a live quiz. Usually, I just pick classic. Okay, then you may just click, i-check mo lang yung settings dito, no? The self-explanatory naman na yung ating settings dito. Then just click continue. Then your students will see the instruction. Okay, so andyan siya. Joinmyquiz.com, enter join code 348323, and then once your students are already here, just click start. Okay, so parang katulad lang din po siya ng Kahoot. Pero mas gusto ko kasi minsan gamitin itong quizzes kasi napakadali ngang gumawa ng inyong items. Okay, mas convenient siya sa paggawa ng items kesa sa Kahoot. Sana ganyan din sa board exam. Sana nga, no, para enjoyable. So as you can see, as you have experienced, napaka-exciting niya for students and napakadali po. Remember, they say, teach smart. Okay, always teach smart. Always find ways for you to teach the easiest way and for you to have ample time for the rest of the things that you need to do. Okay, so that ends our discussion today. So again, if you have questions, just send them to me. And you can just go over the different things that we have discussed today. Pwede niyo pong balikan ang Google Classroom natin, Kahoot and Quizziz. If you still have any suggestions as to the topics, if there is anything that you'd want me to cover, then just send me an email or send me a message through our Facebook page. Make sure that you follow our Facebook page and you subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are going to be covering a lot more topics. All right, but tonight that ends our discussion on the use of these online platforms, your Google Classroom, Kahoot, and Quizziz. I hope this have helped you. And this is going to make your lives easier as online teachers. Okay? So sa muli, ito po ang inyong gurong Pinoy na nagsasabing maliit man nabutin ng mga kaalaman sa dulo nito or ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan. Maraming salamat po. That's it for tonight. Good night. Balikan nyo na lamang po if na-late kayo, Ma'am Aiza. Bye! Good night, people. I'll see you tomorrow for our discussion at 7 p.m. Bye!